The following sports.
Starting its way into the deep end.
It is good. LaPont.
Goal! Springs!
Radio Plus Sports, recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence.
Play action, Raditz, right side. Now back.
And a set in the middle to Freebie, and she'll put it down across her body and on the floor.
As the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
Over to Courtney Vander dealing it off the block. Champions in Division III.
BC. In All-Star Insurance. Bank. Parts. Auto. Casino.
Complete plus info. The Radio Plus.
Assessing. We got a this afternoon. We got the Mark 4 and 3
And Fall River.
a decent effect of pass into this long and throw. Clock should be moving in the out the year between
Will run the ball. Their defense back in 10-180. He's the
to this 100 pass as 7 with 100 total, but only giving up 26.
Huskies story today. Huskies will be
take a break. Ball playoff.
And traditional chiropractic care. There's unique ways to provide. This area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy. This plantar pain relief and prevention are 255. FDL.com.
Football clock before kickoff time. for 1 o'clock between the new Holstein Huskies, the 3 seed, the 4, which we'll send it over if they wanted.
They have been all year, run the ball solid as well. All on their own. Playing out of conference. We will see school in Dane County. The school board decided outside of story.
What a story. It's about an hour a week with the fact that they're under story. So Matt Rupp of on this playoff matchup. You're watching on YouTube.
Plus video sports. Matthew Rupp is with us, head coach of New Holstein. Coach, good to talk to you again. How are you today? Huskies, a 3 seed in the WIAA playoffs. Matt, if you could just briefly kind of go and how it all unfolded on Friday into Saturday.
Yeah, I wish I knew the answer to that, because I think maybe it changed their gears Friday night, because initially they were going to put teams into groups of 8, and then you were going to have your top 4 teams play your top 4 teams would play each other, and then the bottom 4 teams would play each other.
Right.
But then as the night progressed on Friday, we got a message saying we're just going straight to 14 pods. So maybe it didn't work out the way they kind of thought, but putting them in groups of 8. And then as far as how they pick seeds, I don't know, to be honest. They use their computer seeding, but Marshall being 7-0, criteria that they used, apparently they didn't use head-to-head, because TR got the higher seed even though they lost. To be very honest, we're just happy to be playing of postseason at this point.
And take a look at the different ways, all within a geographical area that makes sense.
Yeah, but I also think when you look at competitive basis, those 4 teams, records not quite where we're at. So I think they probably want to move us to a more competitive bracket.
Sure.
Which I'm kind of thankful for at this point.
Yeah.
We don't get to have a state title, but I want to go out and face teams, that are going to give us a real good game. And I kind of like facing new opponents. But it's kind of fun to see somebody new that you're not really, so used to.
And what do you know about Marshall, Matt? They're sporting a very good program with 7-0 mark here, but what else do you know?
Well, I know that they have some real beef up front in their offensive and defensive line. So they're, that's they play well in our lines, which we've done for the most part this year. But given the fact that we're missing a couple of guys in there, I think it adds the challenge. So they got a really nice offensive line, defensive line, a lot of good size. All tick. He's their leading rusher. He's their leading receiver. And so obviously, if we want to win the game, we have to try to contain him. Although good footwork. Other than that, I feel like we may have a few more guys suited up. They don't have a
Talking with Matthew Rupp, head coach of the Huskies here. Matt, injury, just know that there are some guys that'll play. If New Holstein comes up short, coming up on Friday night, is there plans to play a game Thursday of next week, or is this it?
No, I mean, I think the plan is if you lose in level one, the option would be to play the other team that loses. And I would like to do that. I don't know, what's going to happen on that other game, but that would be, we want to move forward. We want to play our 9 games. That's just like a normal season. We got guys, Michael Volz is trying to set the all-time season rushing record, and he only needs 244 yards to do that. It'd be nice to be able to play 2 more games to give him that opportunity, considering that guys who have come previously have had playoff games,
right,
more than 9. So. We still have a lot of goals to accomplish, and we just want to keep playing. The season's already been shortened enough.
Matthew Rupp, head coach of the Huskies, looking forward to a good game on Saturday afternoon. The field is very sharp, Matt, at Fall River, and should have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Nick.
All right. Take care, man. Thanks.
Yep.
Welcome back. 1 o'clock. New Holstein, the 3 seed in 2 seed for the Cardinals. You with Matt from Marshall, the place kicker and kick one. He's averaging along with his 100 game, 7 rushing touchdowns. He's kind of a player.
Well, if you got a great athlete as you can, and just it's a little bit.
Did 1 feed for PATs. Players that and Cody Obler leading the team in tackles with 53 at middle linebacker.
Yeah, you'll see Obler, the middle linebacker, chasing him around the field today, shadowing him left and right as much as he can. Play team defense, but then also have a little bit of a spy action on the main man.
Quarterback for the Cardinals is number 7, Craig Ward. 26 of 56 on 94 yards a game through the air, 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions with 563 passing yards total. So both teams like to run it. The Huskies like to run it a little bit more than the Cardinals, but high volume today.
Yeah, pretty good breeze here today too. It's going to be difficult to throw into that wind, and 26 completions, 5 interceptions. That's not a real good ratio. Huskies' ratio isn't any better, so you're going to see a lot of running today.
Marshall has a very stout defense coming into this one. They have 6 team interceptions, 6 sacks as a team, with their quarterback Ward having 3 of those interceptions when he's on the defensive side, and Peterson with 3 sacks on that defense. That defense has only given up 27 points this year, and they are only allowing on average 4.5 points per. Putting up some points the last 3 games or so. Now they're going to face a stout defense.
Yeah, Huskies putting up 30 plus on the year per game. Will they get to 30 or 40 today? Who knows? But I don't think we're going to see another brilliant where they only
are watching the pregame show of high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
We've got an extremely strong board of directors that sets the tone for the organization, as well as independent ownership. Very unique for an organization of our size to really be owned by one family.
As the bank grew, our lending limits grew, and so we were able to address a lot of the needs of companies, newer companies. I would say we focused more on smaller family-owned businesses at that time. I would say a strong balance sheet benefits everyone, and it's not just in a bank. It's what we've recommended customers have. I think if everyone has that philosophy, they'll endure over a longer period of time. We have to have the foresight to get our customers through tough times, and all of these things are challenging because we're able to do it.
We have a strong commitment to the success of our customers and build long-term relationships. We earn our customers' trust each and every day. It is our culture, and it starts at the top with strong leadership.
So we at National Exchange Bank and Trust have the size to be able to serve all of the needs of our customers. That's very unique to be able to do that, yet retain the community bank image and culture.
Well, I think we're strong. We're going to be around, always have been.
Welcome back to Radio Plus Info on YouTube. I'm Stuart Atkinson, Craig Sessing alongside me. So we talked about that stout defense for Marshall and a little bit about their offense and their star running back, Bryce Frank. Let's look at the Husky, the visiting team, the 3 seed. Michael Volz, senior running back in the backfield. He's got 11 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's averaging 9.9 yards per carry. We'll round that up to 10 yards a pop and 149 yards per a game, and he's rushed for over 1,000 yards already in only 7 games. And then the other senior, Sam Cady, he's averaging 44 yards a game with 4 touchdowns and a tick under 7 yards an attempt with 305 rushing yards on the year. And then Cody Obler, running back / fullback, the junior, he's averaging 47 yards a game with 4 touchdowns on the year and 5.6 yards a pop.
Yeah, Stu, you add that all up, and Holstein's the #1 rushing offense in Division 4 by a decent margin, not locked out in it, but they could end up #1 in the division for the first time ever. Today will be interesting. A lot of new blockers out there due to some contact tracing issues.
And the Huskies do play a dual quarterback system. The junior 15, Henry Schnell, and
no Cameron Olsen today.
So it's going to be just Henry Schnell, and Henry Schnell is the more mobile quarterback for the Huskies as he does the bulk of the running when he is in. So 52 yards per a game for Henry Schnell with 6 rushing touchdowns this year, and he's averaging just over 8 yards a carry at the quarterback spot with 365 rushing yards. Through the air, he is 10 of 13, but only 13 pass attempts so far on the year, and that's with 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions.
Looks like we're about 3 minutes to game time here, folks.
So we got just a few more minutes until kickoff. We'll take another break. This is the pregame show on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit BakerCheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
Since 1948, New Holstein Community Chest has been providing support to local individuals, families, and organizations. Charitable organizations they support include the American Red Cross, New Holstein Homestead Auxiliary, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Harbor House, New Hope Center, New Holstein Baseball Softball Association, New Holstein First Responders, New Holstein Historical Society, New Holstein Police Explorers, New Holstein Public Library, New Holstein Wrestling Club, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, and Willowdale Auxiliary. New Holstein Community Chest appreciates your continued support of local residents and programs.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922 7113 or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
Relaxation awaits at the Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center in New Holstein. Since 2018, they've been a zen space to decompress. Facials, skin therapy treatments, intuitive energy healing sessions, body waxing, Reiki treatments, yoga and fitness classes, massage therapy, and more. See Brooke and her team today. Visit refineryaestheticsbar.com to learn all the services that they offer and to book an appointment. The Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center.
At Marian University, we're committed to helping you become a nurse. With acceptance into Marian's BSN program, our curriculum allows you to take nursing courses in your sophomore year. You can expect hands-on learning and personalized support from a program that's developed the area's best nurses. Because right now and every day, we work for our tomorrow. Be successful. Get to work at Marian University. Apply today.
Welcome back to high school playoff football on this Saturday afternoon. We are at Fall River, where the New Holstein Huskies are taking on the Marshall Cardinals. Marshall has played all of their games this year at Fall River because they are in Dane County, where they are not allowed to play. So they have been playing all their games here at Fall River. It's a chilly day, but it is a beautiful day, and we are moments away from the Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. When you're in pain, see Shane, Dr. Shane Bauer. And we do have a few players out for the Huskies due to COVID-related issues. So we will only see one quarterback for the Huskies as Cameron Olson is out.
Following up on the conference, Stu, last night Brillion beat Southern Door to advance. KLC lost to Xavier 49-20. Two Rivers lost to Sheboygan Falls 40-0. Chilton beat Oostburg in overtime 34-28 to advance to play Kiel next week, who beat Velders 50-16. So next week in the conference we've got Kiel versus Chilton, Brillion with making a tough trip up to Amherst, and then New Holstein, if they can win, will play Watertown Lutheran Prep, who beat Wautoma 42-0.
Baker Cheese starting lineups. Quarterback for New Holstein is Henry Schnell, and Michael Volz in the backfield as we have kickoff going right to left, and we have an onside kick, and it's going to be
He should be ready for that. They've seen 5, 6, 7 of those now this year, whether to start the game, start the half, end of the game, emergency situations. But Huskies are aware of the onside kick. They've seen a lot of it this year. Great field position to start. We'll see how that running game goes.
So the Huskies start off with the ball, as we're usually seeing quarterbacks running on and off the field for the Huskies. It's going to be all on Henry Schnell today at quarterback. So he's in the shotgun. He's got, as the whistle blows, now we can play. And it's going to be a handoff to Volts. He's up the middle on the outside, and he's going to get a couple, and then he's brought down. Gain of 2 for Volts, bringing up 2nd and 8 for the Huskies. As he went up the middle and then bounced it outside, but only able to gain a couple. So pistol formation for Schnell. Man goes in motion. It is Volts, and they fake hand it off, and now it's Katie up the middle, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 on the 45-yard line.
Good stout defense so far for the Marshall. Good start for Marshall. Huskies 3rd and 5. Don't know if they're in 4-down territory here yet, but don't be surprised.
Huskies do tend to go for it quite a bit on 4th and medium, 4th and short, and they are in enemy territory. So big 3rd down on the opening drive as Katie goes in motion, and he is going to get it. He's got a couple. He's close to the 1st down marker, and he's going to be just short, and it's going to bring up about a 4th and 1. So big decision for Matt Rupp on the opening drive.
Yeah, opening drive, 4th and 1. You are missing a couple big offensive linemen, but you still got a couple in there that should be able to get a little push on the line here. They're going to go for it. 4th and 1 from their own 41.
Look for Peterson on the defense for the Cardinals. He's got 3 sacks on the year, but it's going to be a run play. The Volts up the middle, and he's going to have the first down and a couple more. Perfect on that one.
Good penetration by Marshall there, but Volts found the crack and got about 4 or 5.
Huskies can run it with 4 different players between their quarterback Schnell and then Volts, Katie, and Obler in the backfield.
Huskies going into the wind in the first quarter. You probably won't see a lot of long passes. They're going to drive it and pound it best they can.
Katie in motion there as they hand it off to Obler, and he breaks a tackle in the backfield and able to pick up a couple. So not a big gain, but he turned a potential loss into a couple-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, Katie carrying out the fake that time, but carried the fake a little too far and then didn't get the block. Missed the block coming inside to outside.
Out wide this time on the near side. Man in motion, it is Volts, and he does get it on the sweep. And now he breaks a tackle, and he's going to be brought down at about the 29-yard line, and third down coming up for the Huskies.
Good run, standard play for the Huskies, that outside sweep. Marshall, good defense, swarming to the ball. Huskies not getting that downfield penetration that they've been getting all year where the line's been 6-8 yards downfield making blocks. Today they're making them at the line of scrimmage.
Reminder, this Marshall defense comes into this one only giving up 4.5 points per a game as Schnell hands it off to Volts, and he's close to the first down. He has it. He bounces it outside. He's at the 20, now the 10, and he's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line. It will be first and goal for the Huskies.
Sam Katie, learning from his earlier experience, carried out the fake there and got the corner and blocked 2 guys well downfield, just about sprung Volts for the touchdown.
Running becomes a little bit harder in the red zone now, Craig, with the smaller field.
Behind the Huskies are throwing small field or long field. They're playing the run. It's just a question of who's stronger on the line. Inside scissors.
Inside scissor, like you said, and it goes nowhere as Katie gets maybe 1 before he is stuffed up the middle.
Second and goal from about the 5 or 6-yard line.
Second and goal coming up, and that front 4 for the Cardinals just built a wall. There was no...
Just like the Huskies, you're going to have to get around the outside today.
As Schnell hands it off to Volts, and he is tackled short. So now third and goal coming up. He does get a couple, as it looked like Schnell might have been keeping that one on quarterback keeper, but he did hand it off to Volts, and now a big third down coming up for the Huskies.
Yep, just under 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Huskies' first big play of the game, third and goal from the 3.
Klein Heinz, the head coach of the Cardinals, has his defense backed up in their own territory. It's going to be a toss to Volts. He makes a man miss, and now he's close to the end zone, and he is in as he's able to dive forward and inch in. So a team that's only given up 4.5 points per game has given up a touchdown to the Huskies on the opening drive of this playoff game.
Again, right to script for the Huskies. Run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Volts looked like he had an easy path to the end zone outside, but decided to lower the head and cause some damage going inside just so he got across the goal line. Great start for the Huskies. Azimi in for the extra point.
Azimi, 28 of 31 from PAT this year. And that's up and good, so make it 29 of 32 for Azimi. It's 7-0. New Holstein on top of the Marshall Cardinals. 7:38 remains in the first quarter. We'll take a break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus YouTube.
The Rademan family has been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademans, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living area. areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademann's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
Welcome back to Radio Plus Info on YouTube. It's 7-0 New Holstein on top of Marshall on your Quest Interiors scoreboard as the Huskies are about to kick off as the ball has fallen off the tee once already. It does stay on. Bit of a squib kick up the middle as it is pretty windy. Picked up at the 26. It is number 5, the running back.
Bryce Frank, and he is tackled at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, Frank, the only one deep on the kickoff. The Marshall really wants him to get the ball. Huskies did a good job kicking it to the sideline and then gang tackling. They're going to be gang tackling Frank all day.
If you're just joining us, Marshall tried an onside kick on the opening kickoff. It was unsuccessful, and then after a fourth down conversion on the opening 3 plays, the Huskies end up going down the length of or about half the field and punching it in with a touchdown from Volt. Ward at quarterback for the Cardinals as Frank goes in motion out to the near side. He's going to hand it off, and that goes absolutely nowhere. Brought down by 94 of the Huskies.
Yeah, Obler on the tackle. Will Minard got the first contact, kind of got run over, but Obler cleaned it up quickly. Gain of about 2 on the play.
2nd and 8 now for the Cardinals as backfield. 4 wide receivers set. Trips receivers to the near side, 1 on the far side. Under center. And a whistle.
Flag on the play.
Going to have a flag on the play. See what the flag is.
Interesting defense for the Huskies. They're in press coverage and no safety deep, so
no
there's going to be a
indication.
pass eventually here.
Cardinals are backing up now, so it appears it will be on Marshall.
I think it's a false start on the wide receiver, actually, on the top side of the screen.
So it is a false start. Not sure who it was on, but probably a receiver as it was on the far side of the field. They took a while to give us what the flag actually was, but it is going to be a false start. So 2nd and 13 now for the Cardinals. Under center is Frank, and he's going to hand it off to Campos up the middle, and he gains about 4 yards, and then he's brought down by number 52 of the Huskies.
52, Will Minard, yep. 6.5 left in the first quarter.
So 3rd and long for the Cardinals. They're going to mark it 3rd and 7. 6:15 remaining in this first quarter. 7-0 is the score as the 3-seed Huskies are on top of the 2-seed Cardinals. Big 3rd down coming for Marshall. Ward
pitches to Frank.
And he is stopped, and that goes absolutely nowhere. And it's going to be 4th down as Obler and Volts was in on the tackle along with Olsen.
Great gang tackling there by the Huskies. Adam Casper coming in to help clean it up. 3 guys on Frank. He's obviously the key that the Huskies are playing today.
Their running back, Frank, will be back there. Their punt, as we mentioned in the pregame, he is the running back and punter, along with the place kicker and punt and kick returner. So the do-it-all player for the Cardinals is back to punt on the 4th and 7.
Yeah, he runs right, rugby-style kick.
Volts and Katie back to return, and a nice kick there given the conditions, and a nice roll as that goes out of bounds, and it will be Husky ball at the 30. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
Schnell hands it off to Volts up the middle. He picks up around 4, so 2nd and 6 coming up for the Huskies. So opening drive, Huskies go down, get a touchdown, and then Marshall forced to punt, and it is 7-0 with 4:56 remaining in the first quarter. But coming into the game, Cardinals defense only giving up 4.5 points per game, already 7 on the board here in the first quarter. See if they can bounce back and stop this rushing attack of the Huskies.
Strong run by Volts there, right up the middle, pushing the pile. That's what the Huskies are going to need to do. They're going to just have to out-tough Marshall. Marshall not very deep, but their 200-pounders all do play in the front.
In the 7 games this year, Volts rushed for over 1,000 yards. This time it's Obler up the middle, only able to gain about 1. And it's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up for the Huskies.
Yeah, Blake Ritchie got stuffed in the hole on that one. Nowhere for Obler to go. But 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 maybe. Typical distance for the Huskies. They're still in a running position here.
If you're just joining us, Cameron Olson inactive today for the Huskies, so it will be Schnell at quarterback for the entire game as they normally sub out, and they are short on that 3rd down run by Volts up the middle. And now decision time for the Huskies on 4th and short in their own territory.
Yeah, Huskies got away with an illegal motion on that play. They had 2 guys moving in the backfield. 4th and a long 1 here for the Huskies. Looks like they're going for it. They're lining up to go for it.
So 4th and 1 for the Huskies, as they will go for it unless they just try and draw the defense offsides. Schnell under center. He'll hand it off up the middle, and they're going to have the first down, and that was Volts, the senior, picking up the first down.
Great job breaking a tackle in the backfield. There was good penetration by the Marshall defense. Volts beat the first guy, got a first down. Continue the Huskies marching their way down the field.
Bryce Frank in on the tackle for the Cardinals.
Now, the more the Huskies can make Frank and Ward play on the defensive end, the more tired they should be on the offensive end. So, good play all around by the Huskies.
Just a couple ticks over 3 minutes left in this first quarter. Low snap, and it's Volts on the handoff, and he'll pick up a couple.
Yeah, Huskies just not quite clicking today. The snaps are off, the handoffs are off, the blocks are off. They're a little bit flat today, but hopefully they'll get their timing down and start breaking these for a little longer play. But as long as they keep getting 3-4 yards a carry, that's the game plan.
2nd and 8, now in Marshall territory at the 49-yard line. Schnell at quarterback. Shotgun formation, hands it off, or he fakes it to Volts and keeps it, and he is brought down at the line of scrimmage, maybe for a loss as well. Look like it's going to be a 2-yard loss, so good play by the Cardinals front 4 there, penetrating into the backfield.
Yeah, Schnell never got to where the blockers were. He got tackled before he got behind the blockers that time. 3rd and long, I believe. Yep, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, basically, for the Huskies.
Yeah, 3rd and 10, not the best spot for the Huskies. As a running team, they like to keep it ahead of the chains as Schnell goes backwards on the read option there. Volts on the motion. It's going to be a pass. Schnell rolling out. He's got nowhere to go. He might want to get rid of it, and he's not going to be able to. And he is brought down for a big loss and a sack for the Cardinals.
Been a good time to get rid of that one. Just throw it away. Lost about 12 on the play.
Hellenbrand for the Cardinals, 17 in on the tackle there. Defensive lineman, 185 pounds. A ginormous play for the Cardinals, giving their offense the ball back after this punt.
Loss of 16 on the play. 4th and very long for the Huskies.
Cardinals call a timeout with 1:37 here in the first quarter. Go New Holstein Huskies. Premier Financial Credit Union proudly supports our hometown teams. With offices in Kiel, New Holstein, and Shilton, Premier Financial Credit Union is your hometown community credit union. To learn more about the credit union difference, visit yourpfcu.com.
Yeah, timeout by the Cardinals there. Probably just wanting to stay with the wind for a couple more plays, make the Huskies kick into the wind, and then have a couple plays with the wind with their quarterback, maybe get something up in the air. Huskies, took a big sack there, not what they want to do. They first passing play of the game, big negative, probably should have ran the ball and got down to 4th and 5 or so. Now we're at 4th and 20 plus. Volts back to punt.
Big sack there by Hillenbrand of the Cardinals defense.
Hopefully,
Volts back to punt.
Hopefully kicks it out of bounds because Frank is dangerous back there.
And Frank is going to have a chance, and I believe they're going to say his knee was down when he caught it.
Yeah, he had a knee down. The official didn't see it blow the whistle, but both Frank and the Husky defense knew he had a knee down, avoided the unnecessary roughness penalty, just kind of held on to him until the ref blew the whistle.
It's about the 35-yard line on the Marshall's 35-yard line with their second opportunity to try and put some points on the board.
Yeah, Huskies will take that punt all day long. Hopefully they don't punt a lot, but 0 on the return when Frank is back there is a big plus. And into the wind, they kicked it probably 30-plus yards.
Wind will play a factor today, but not as much as both of these teams do like to run it, as Ward back there, back to pass, as I say, and he throws it over the middle, and it's overthrown, incomplete, intended for number 14, Cameron Siegschlag, and that's going to be 2nd and 10.
Gebhardt's and Katie on the defense, but he was open in between them. They had him bracketed, but not tight enough in the front or the back that time. So 2nd and 10. Good start for the New Holstein defense. They're getting everybody in today. Everybody's going to play. So hopefully their defensive line will hold up against the Marshall running attack.
Cardinals try and throw on first down, incomplete. As they're going to be back to pass once again. Ward rolls out, fires one deep to the sideline, and it's intercepted by Schnell, and he's going to go out of bounds. So the quarterback playing defense with the interception, and the Huskies will have it at midfield.
Yeah, Marshall's timeout to get some passes in the air with the wind backfiring there. Schnell back playing center field. I mean, he caught it like a center fielder. He had all day to camp under it. Picked it off. Didn't get much on the return, but got the Huskies back in good field position on their own 46.
So Ward rolling out there, trying to find his man along the sideline, and a good play by Schnell to pick it off, and now he's going to run the offense for the Huskies. Obler in motion. Schnell hands it off to Volts as he dances in the backfield. He'll go forward now and pick up around 3.
Yeah, a little too much dancing that time. Pick a hole, put the foot down, and go. Hesitated in the backfield, but still got positive gain, stayed ahead of the chains or with the chains. 3, 4, or 5 a carry. Eventually, you'll wear him down and break that 50, 60-yarder.
56 seconds now left in the first quarter with the clock running. It's 7-0. Huskies on top of the Cardinals on your Quest Interior scoreboard, as Obler is going to get the fake, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper by Schnell, and he has no room up the middle as he's tackled at the line.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that quarterback draw play or the read option. That's something that Marshall stuffs every game all year long. They're tough up the middle. It's about the 2nd or 3rd time the Huskies called it. Hasn't gained anything yet, so hopefully the Huskies will get a little bit more outside running going.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Should be the last play of the game coming up, and they may not even run one as they go to the sideline. So that is going to do it for the first quarter. The 3-seeded New Holstein Huskies up 7-0 against the 2-seed Marshall Cardinals. Whether you're building new or renovating an existing home, Greenline Construction Incorporated can help you build in an environmentally friendly way and still be friendly to your wallet. Located on Main Street in Marshall, Greenline has been in business for over 12 years, has over 25 years of experience, and has the knowledge and expertise to get your job done right. Call Blake at 608-212-8586 for an honest local experience estimate on your next building project. That's 608-212-8586. Greenline Construction Incorporated. Better built, better future. We'll take a break after 1. It's 7-0. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
All these people, not a nacho fry in sight. If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we will.
Let's go get that cheese.
The Mexican spices, they changed you.
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back. It's over.
Oh. We just getting started.
Welcome back as a big third down for the Huskies, 3rd and 5. Can the Marshall defense get a stop? And it's going to be a pass as Schnell throws one over the middle. He has his man, and it's just overthrown as Katie was open for a potential touchdown.
Yeah, looked like a good play. Had him open. That's a pass Olsen usually throws. Probably about 2 yards too long. Katie wide open. Huskies back to punt on 4th and 5.
Craig Ward on the coverage there for the Cardinals as Katie did have a step. That's a tough throw with the wind, but almost had it, but just out of the reach of Katie, and that's going to bring up 4th down. So punting now are the Huskies as Volts is back there, and he boots one, a booming kick, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Tough bounce for the Huskies there. Took about a 20-yard roll through the end zone, but not bad. You didn't let Frank return it, so not a bad kick. You can kick out of the bounds or in the end zone. Rely on your defense. Husky defense key today. Don't jump on the hard count. Marshall's very good at the hard count. They'll wait until it's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, and they'll use a hard count. But if the Huskies can stay on side and just run their defense, so far so good.
Cardinals will start their drive on their own 20-yard line. 11:47 to go in the second. They trail 7-0.
You're going to see more of Frank on this drive now that the Cardinals are going into the wind.
Frank gets it on the toss, makes a nice cut, and he'll pick up around 5. Do you value your money? If so, try Farmers and Merchants State Bank in Marshall and Waterloo. At Farmers and Merchants State Bank, business is conducted with honesty, respect, and integrity. As your financial partner for life, they are committed to you and your family and have been since 1897. Located at 218 West Main Street in Marshall. Log on fandmstbk.com. Farmers and Merchants State Bank, your partner for life, bank member FDIC. 2nd and 2 now for the Cardinals, and they're going to pick it up with a run up the middle.
Yeah, fullback dive right up the middle. He probably got 5 or 6. Huskies maybe keying a little bit too much on the pitch to Frank there and gave up 6 right up the middle.
Good push by the offensive line as the fullback able to pick up well enough on that 2nd and short. So
yeah, that's usually where you see Blake Merschberger taking on the blocker in the hole, and Blake not here today. They got to adjust.
Blake with 31 tackles on the year, so a big void in that Husky defense. Ward under center. Looks like it's going to be a bubble pass, and now he'll flip it to the running back, and he makes a man miss, and it's Frank with a nice gain, and he picks up around 15.
Meinert with a touchdown-saving tackle there. Again, the Huskies read the option right. They got the quarterback contained, but just like last week, they had a hard time with the speed option going outside when they got it pitched to the running back. And today you got to cover the running back. The quarterback will get 6-8 up the middle. The running back will go for 60 if you're not careful.
Momentum. The Cardinals, after a couple of big plays, under center. Going to be a handoff up the middle. The ball is out.
I think Marshall got it back. Huskies had a couple chances grabbing at it in the pile. But, Huskies did get it.
And the official does make the call, and the Huskies do fall on it. And just when I say momentum is shifting to the Cardinals, just like that in a blink of an eye, it's Huskies' ball at midfield.
Yeah, that was a rugby scrum. There was a bunch of guys in the bottom of the pile. The ball stayed loose. 2-3 bounces in the pile, and then the Huskies eventually wrestle it out of there. My guess it was probably John.
10 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Huskies on top, 7-0. Schnell at quarterback. Hands it off to Volts after the fake handoff to Obler, and Volts able to make a man miss and pick up around 3.
Marshall dropping that safety down into the box. You'll see him go over the top again like they tried to Katie. That time they had one-on-one post wide open on the top of the screen. Now Holstein 2nd and 7. Staying with the chains here. If they keep running the ball, they should be fine.
Second quarters have been kind to the Huskies as they are outscoring their opponent 94-16 in the second quarter this year, as Schnell keeps it himself up the middle, bounces off one, and now he's going to be brought down by a gang of Cardinals. Third down coming up.
Yep, gained about 5 though. Stayed ahead of the place for a shot for the Huskies here.
Second quarter also has been kind to Marshall as they've outscored their opponent 49-6 in the second quarter. So second quarter for both of these teams as they've been able to score a lot of points in the second quarter and give up little, as Obler's going to keep it up the middle with the first down. He breaks another tackle, and now he's finally brought down at the 36.
Yeah, a couple second level players there for Marshall. Found out what it's like to run into Obler. There were a trail of linebackers and safeties before somebody got him by the shoes about 10 yards downfield.
First and 10 for the Huskies.
Opening drive in the first quarter for the Huskies, and that has been it for scoring as the Huskies are in enemy territory. Again up the middle, and he has a hard hit as he is hit hard by Frank, but still able to pick up about 4 to 5 yards.
Yep. It's one of the first times this year we've seen Obler go backwards on high and just laid him right on his can.
So Bryce Frank, the do-it-all player for the Cardinals, doing it on the defensive side as well with that big hit.
Still gained 5 on the play.
Exactly. Still 5 yards. That's where you want to be, ahead of the chains. As Obler's going to get it again, he goes up the middle. He's going to have another first down, and now takes around a couple players to bring him down, and it was Bryce Frank on the tackle again.
Yeah. Obler definitely braced himself for contact that time. he must have got hit pretty hard in the first play of the first carry out of those two. Huskies really missed.
Hess with a couple of receiving touchdowns last week, and Obler up the middle gets 0, maybe a yard, as he's brought down by a wall of
in the hole.
Kelly Peterson also in there on the tackle. So no hole for Obler that time, bringing up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, no big deal getting 1 there. We're in 4-down territory for the Huskies likely anyway, so much as you can.
This time it's a fake to Obler, Katie on a reverse, and he picks up about 5 to 6 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd and short for the Huskies around the 16 to 17 yard line. Yep. 17 yard line.
Right back on pace with the chains. We're at about a 3rd and 3 in 4-down territory. You'll probably see Obler up the middle here. If they can get that 3, they take it.
Just over 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Huskies looking to score for their second time here this afternoon. First time this for now, but the flag came out early, and it appears it's going to be going against the Huskies.
From where it was thrown, it looks like holding, but the indication looks like they might have lined up wrong. We'll see.
I think they might get him for an illegal formation or shift. But Katie was wide open. I don't know if it's because the Cardinals knew there was a flag thrown right away, or it was because of the illegal formation.
Yeah, the penalty definitely against the Huskies here. It's going to be 3rd and 8 or 9. Beautiful play. That's just what we were talking about Hess doing earlier, that play was open. Right call. Good time for it for the Huskies. They were going to go on 4th down anyway. Now you probably see, hopefully you see 2 solid 4-yard running plays here just to get the first down. We're under 7 minutes in the first half.
Would have been Schnell's second touchdown on the year through the air, as he does most of his damage on the ground, as he has 6 rushing touchdowns. Olsen normally the thrower in at quarterback. So Katie in motion. They're going to fake the handoff to Obler, and a lot of pressure up the middle. Schnell scrambles to the outside, and now he's got nowhere to go. He'll run it himself, and he does pick up enough for the first down, as it could have been a sack, and he scrambles all the way on the far side of the field and gets a first.
Yeah, Schnell, up the middle, when he gets a crack, he's gone. On the outside, one-on-one, and he's got 10 yards of play on either side. Well, now the rain's starting to come down a little harder here. Huskies 1st and goal just inside the 10, but I think you'll see more running plays for the Huskies from here on in. The rain's coming down good.
Back-breaking play by the Cardinals defense could have been a loss. And now Obler up the middle, and he's brought down. So after the touchdown wiped away from the penalty, 3rd and long, they had Schnell almost wrapped up for a sack. That's a big momentum play in the second quarter.
Yeah, the penalty cost them, but if they can continue walking the ball down the field here, they're going to eat up half the quarter and hopefully have a 2-score lead by halftime.
2nd and 7 now for the Huskies. To get a first down before a touchdown. Schnell takes a snap, hands it to Volts. Volts is hit immediately and is lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, probably 2-down territory for the Huskies. It must be the end of the rainbow here. We got rain and we got the sun poking out too. 3rd and goal from the 6.
Yeah, we just had a burst of rain, and then it's still raining, but the sun, beautiful rainbow you can see from the press box. So 3rd and goal at the 6 for the Huskies. 5:20 to go in the second quarter.
See if the Huskies can get that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow in the end zone here. Oh, we got a timeout.
Timeout called by the Huskies head coach Matt Rupp. We'll take a break as well. 30-second break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
The first half, Huskies lead.
The School District of New Holstein. Student learning is their top priority. They provide strong leadership and innovative curriculum and integrate technology in a climate of mutual respect. In a partnership with the community, they prepare students for the future. Thank you to the entire school community for your continuous support and successful passage of the referendum to renovate the elementary school. They say, "Go Huskies," from the School District of New Holstein.
LASIK at Optivision isn't a...
Welcome back to Radio Plus Info on YouTube. It's 7-0. Huskies on top of the Cardinals. New Holstein on top of Marshall. And they're knocking on the door with a 3rd and goal at the 6. Big play, so Rupp called the timeout for the Huskies. And they're now back on the field as one of the biggest plays of the game so far coming up for both teams, as could be a big defensive stop for the Cardinals. You got to assume it's going to be 4-down territory for the Huskies as man goes in motion. Schnell fakes the pass, or the handoff, and he passes. He has his man. It's going to be Olsen in the end zone for a touchdown, the tight end. Or Casper, excuse me.
Adam Casper on the catch. Nice little stick route. Ran into the end zone. Great play action fake by Schnell. Waited. Casper pulled back out to the corner and was wide open.
So play action, and then finding 89 Adam Casper in the end zone for an easy touchdown, as he was wide open, as I think everyone thought they were going to run it there. Asimi's PAT is up and good. Brings him to 30 for 33 on the year. It's 14-0. Huskies on top. We'll take another break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
LASIK at Optivision. Why pay over $2,000 a night? When at Optivision, you'll pay only $14.95. Call 1-800-20-HAPPY to find out more. LASIK at Optivision is bladeless, it's safe. You're in the office for an hour, and most people go back to work the next day. Your procedure is done by Dr. Dudley, Dr. Dontham-Setti, or Dr. Clark, surgeons you can trust, and surgeons who have had the procedure done themselves. And after surgery, you can buy sunglasses without a prescription. Call to schedule a free screening, 1-800-20-HAPPY.
Welcome back to high school playoff football on this Saturday afternoon. Little rainy, a little chilly, but it's perfect Wisconsin playoff football as New Holstein is on top now 14-0 against the Marshall Cardinals. We are in Fall River, and the Huskies had a good opportunity to go into the halftime with a lead right now.
Yeah, Huskies doing well. They're kicking with the wind. Try and kick it away from Bryce Frank here. But with Marshall having to go into the wind, probably a lot of running plays on this drive too.
We saw Bryce Frank of Marshall have a couple big hits on the defensive side, as that's going to be a touchback. So Marshall will start their drive on the 25, and the Cardinals have to be hoping to get some points before the half here, but they are going to have to go the length of the field.
Yeah, nice kick by Azimi with the wind, but I think that might be the first touchback of the year for Azimi. Great carry on that ball.
We saw Volt with a nice punt too, carry too far, going into the end zone. So with the wind, ball is going a little farther right to left.
5:04 left in the first half.
2 wide receiver set for the Cardinals with a pair of tight ends and a single back. Ward under center. Man goes in motion. It's Frank, and he's going to get it, and it looks like it's going to be a face mask, and they do throw the flag. So 15 yards coming for the Cardinals.
Yeah, grabbed him, looked like more by the helmet than the face mask, but pulled him down by the head. High school football safety, you're going to get that call every time.
So Schnell is going to be flagged for the unnecessary roughness on the face mask. And it will. They haven't moved the ball yet. They are now moving the ball. So automatic first down for the Cardinals. Maybe that's the momentum shift that the Cardinals need. It's only one play, but now they're not backed up as far in their territory. Maybe they can take a shot here with the play action.
Huskies just gave them a little better field position, starting the drive over. 4 wide receivers this time for Marshall.
1st and 10 on their own 38. Ward under center. And he hands it off, and it goes absolutely nowhere. And now he does fall forward for a yard. So good job of falling forward there by the Cardinals. But a nice stop by the front 4 of the Huskies.
Again, we're going to see a lot of that on this drive. It's going to be tough throwing into the wind. 4.5 left to go in the half.
Cardinals do end up picking up around 2 yards there. So nice job there picking up a couple. Could have been much worse.
Point of contact was right at the line of scrimmage.
Power I formation with the fullback and the running back. And flag is thrown. Looks like there's going to be a false start or an offsides. Looks like it will be false start.
Yeah, most of the Marshall line moved. The center was a little late with the snap. Now puts them behind the change. It'll be 2nd and about 11 or 12.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Recap of the game. Marshall tries an onside kick to start it. They don't get it. And then the Huskies go down and score. And then they score on their last drive here in the second quarter. And that brings us to where we're at now. It's 14-0. Huskies on top. Obler in the backfield immediately. And now it's a flea flicker. Incomplete, as trying a bit of a trickery play are the Cardinals there, but unsuccessful. Good, smart defense by the Huskies.
Yeah, halfback pass by Frank. They've tried that 2 or 3 times this year. Once for a touchdown. Schnell was not fooled. He went up like a basketball player and tried to rebound it over the top of the receiver. Good play by the defense. 3rd and long.
Player for the Cardinals, 71, Kelby Peterson, the senior, is getting attended to on the sideline. So offensive and defensive lineman out for the Cardinals currently, as he is getting attended to his ankle. I think he's just getting a re-tape ankle there, as a pitch to the running back on the outside. It's Frank, and he's going to have enough for the first down. Nice play there by Frank, getting the outside edge and picking up enough on that 3rd and long.
Yeah, that was a lateral to Frank. He gained about 20 from where he picked it up. Husky did not have good pursuit on the defense that time. By the time 6-7 guys got over there, he was 15 yards downfield.
3:53 remains in the first half.
Yeah, you'll see that swing pass again. Marshall is good at both the swing pass and the screen pass that Frank is averaging, I think, close to 20 yards a catch this year.
Trips receiver to the near side, one on the far side. Shotgun formation now for the Cardinals. And it is going to be a pass rolling out. Ward fires, and it's going to be caught before falling out of bounds by number 24, Cole Denniston. So Denniston able to make that grab, falling out of bounds. Not a big gain, but does pick up around 5.
Yeah, good play by Marshall there. Flooding the zone, picking the open receiver. Huskies played relatively good defense on that, but good timing route for Marshall. Same formation now to the opposite side.
Denison comes into this one with 11 catches on the year for 181 yards and 1 touchdown through the air. 12 catches now on the year for him after that one, as a fullback dive up the middle gets the Cardinals close to a first down, and I think they're going to mark it just short as they're eyeballing it here. Yet to make a decision.
We're going to get a measurement.
And we are going to get a measurement, as I think that is the right call. Pretty close, as the officials could not make up their mind what to do. So smart to just take the time to bring out the chains.
Yep, get it right, whether it's a first down or a third and short. Got to get it right when you're in the playoffs.
Just short are the Cardinals, but only third down, so you got to believe they got a couple cracks at it to pick up the yard.
Third down and 1 for the Cardinals.
So 3:30 left in the first half. A huge play coming up for the Cardinals, as they got an opportunity to put some points on the board before the half, as they're in Huskies territory at the 43. 3rd and 1, couple running backs back there. It's going to be a quarterback sneak up the middle, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Just too many bodies in there for Obler to stop anything. That 3 blockers up the middle, straight push, easy first down for Marshall. Might see that again from Marshall too. 1st and 10 on the Huskies 40.
So 1st and 10 with 3:10 to go. 2 running backs in the backfield. Ward under center. He's back to pass.
There's your screen.
And it's going to be a screen, as all the linemen were in the backfield. Making a man miss is Frank, and he picks up around 6 yards or so. So a screen pass there, letting the defensive front get to the backfield for the Huskies, and a good play call there by Cardinals. Could have been almost a bigger gain, but still a solid pickup.
Yeah, it's a staple of the Marshall offense. The screen pass and the swing pass, both to Frank, are usually big winners for Marshall. That time he picked up about 6 or 7.
Again, the winner of this one will play the number 1 seed Watertown Lutheran Prep next week. Back to pass, another screen pass, and it's complete once again, and it's Frank up the middle, and he's going to have enough for a first down as he picks up around 10.
Another 10 for Frank on the screen. Not sure. The Huskies need to spy that a little bit better. He's the guy that gets the screen. He's the guy that gets the swing. Hopefully Obler will chase them all over the field.
So back-to-back screens by the Cardinals after, I believe that was their first 2 screens of the game, both working pretty well and close to being in the red zone as they're on the 25-yard line. 2 minutes to go left. 2 minutes to go in this first half, as Ward's under center, and it's going to be a speed option, and he's tackled immediately, and he's brought down by 79. Luke Abrams has a forced fumble on the year.
Josh Rock making the play there, driving the quarterback inside, couldn't pitch it out to Frank. Abrams cleaning up for basically no gain on the play. 2nd and 10, the clock running with 1.5 minutes to go.
Oosberg last week ran that speed option quite a bit, so Husky is very familiar with the speed option.
Yeah, I think they're going to probably see that screen play again before we get down to the end zone here.
2nd and 10, 1:15 left in the second quarter. Back to pass now is Ward. He pump fakes. Now he fires a wobbly pass. It's up for grabs, and it's going to be incomplete as that could have been a very dangerous pass for Ward.
Tyler Gebhardt on the coverage there knows the rule. Face guarding is not in high school football anymore. Went straight up like a basketball player. Receiver couldn't see it coming down, but that was a probably 20-yard pass to the sideline into the wind. And once it got up in the air, it kind of floated like a duck. It's really hard to throw the ball into the wind today. Both pylons in the end zone, in fact, all the pylons, all 5 of them, 6 of them, are laying on the ground right now with the wind.
With the incompletion, it does stop the clock. So 3rd and 10 with 1:07 left to go in the second quarter. Shotgun formation, back to pass is Ward. He fires over the middle, wobbly pass, and it's caught.
Nope, calling incomplete.
And it's going to be incomplete. So almost a fumble there, but never had full control. Was number 14 there.
Will Miner jumped on it like it was a fumble, but I think the refs probably got the right call there that incomplete, never had full control of the ball. If he catches it, he's fighting for a first down. So now it's 4th and 10 with a minute to go.
Siege slog there on the dropped pass. So a big 4th down with exactly a minute remaining, as the Cardinals could have had a lot of momentum if they were able to punch it in. Still got an opportunity on 4th and 10. Look for them to pass it here.
Yeah, you're probably going to see that screen or that swing pass if they don't just try and run out the clock. Good time for the hard count for Marshall.
Yeah, looks like that's what they were trying to do. No one jumped offside, so it's going to be a timeout called by the Cardinals head coach, Matt Kleinhans. And so a minute left, and we'll see what the Cardinals decide to do on this 4th down. Craig, do you think they go back out there with their offense and go for it, or?
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They're too deep in Husky territory not to. And yet with the wind today, they're way too deep. They don't kick field goals anyway, but even the best kickers, if we had Keel's kicker in here, he'd have a hard time kicking it through the uprights today. It's solid wind out of the south, and they'd be going right into the teeth of it. So you're going to see them go for it. I'd expect either that swing pass or that screen pass. I'm sure that what the Husky defense is talking about is how many guys are going to go after the quarterback and how many are going to follow the running back this time instead of everybody being in the backfield and having nobody downfield to make the final tackle.
Wrong side of the field for kicking for sure, as they would be kicking into the wind, as the offense does go back onto the field like we expected. And shotgun formation for Craig Ward. He has his man Frank next to him, as he so often does. He's back to pass. Over the middle, it's tipped, and it's going to be incomplete, and that was tipped and batted down by 52.
Yep, Will Minard on the tip.
Will Minard, so a nice play there and a big stop, and now Huskies take over.
Huskies probably going to be content to run the ball here. I'm not saying they're going to run the clock out. They're going to run it trying to get some big yards, but if they go into the half 14-0, that's not a bad half for the Huskies.
Under a minute to play now, 55 seconds. Expect a couple run plays here by the Huskies unless they try and catch the Cardinals off guard and maybe run a play action.
Yeah, I think you'd have to see something in the formation that you know you can go over the top, but I think they're more than likely going to run the ball here, see what they can get, maybe learn something for the second half.
So Schnell is back to pass, actually, and now he rolls out right, and he is just going to throw it out of bounds, as nothing doing there. Good stop by the Cardinals, and a little surprised there to see him passing.
Yeah, late flag on the play, too. I'm not sure what happened, but it was well after the play.
Don't believe that was close to intentional grounding, as Schnell was well outside of the pocket and did get it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a dead ball fall, whatever it was. The flag was well after the play.
As we await the official word from the referee.
Looks like it's going against Marshall.
Marshall's pointing at the Huskies, and a little bit of confusion here. Now they are going to go back, so penalty is going to be on the Huskies. No word yet on what the penalty actually was.
I don't know. It was interesting. It was a 5-yard penalty against Marshall, then a 6-yard penalty against the Huskies.
Whatever it was against the Huskies. There's 48 seconds left. Anticipate the Huskies just running out the clock now. And they do blow. They're close to blowing the whistle here, so they are going to get a snap off here now. Schnell's going to hand it off. Fake hand it off. He's going to keep it himself, and he's met in the backfield and brought down as he was lucky to maybe get back to the line to gain.
Timeout, Marshall.
Timeout called by the Cardinals, their last.
Or line of scrimmage, excuse me. So after the stoppage of clock on the incomplete pass on first down, and now a timeout called by the Cardinals here. 3rd and 10, 39 seconds remaining.
I think the Huskies will probably run volts on a sweep, something that takes a few seconds to get the clock rolling, get the, to reset the play clock, and then they can get out of the half.
Does your vehicle have a leak or make sounds it shouldn't? Do you need a simple oil change? Call New Looks Garage. They can take care of your automotive needs, from oil changes to complete engine rebuilding and everything in between, with honest and quality work at a reasonable price. Located at 110 West Main Street in Marshall. Call 608-655-3817. That's 608-655-3817. So 39 seconds to go, and
yeah, the Huskies took a knee, but the clock didn't start. Now the officials start the clock.
So a bit of confusion here over the last minute left in this game, and now the clock is running. And
looks like we're going to halftime, Stuart.
Yeah, no timeouts left for Marshall, so that is going to be it. So at the half, it's the Huskies on top of the Cardinals, 14-0. We'll take a break and then come back for the Taco Bell halftime show. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Anders Auto Parts is the place to go for quality auto parts and paint. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area with automotive parts and paints since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality auto parts, along with an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street behind the American Family Office. Call those who know. Call Anders Auto Parts at 920-922-3390.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops just for your space, and buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
Relaxation awaits at the Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center in New Holstein. Since 2018, they've been a zen space to decompress. Facials, skin therapy treatments, intuitive energy healing sessions, body waxing, Reiki treatments, yoga and fitness classes, massage therapy, and more. See Brooke and her team today. Visit refineryaestheticsbar.com to learn all the services that they offer and to book an appointment. The Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center.
Welcome back to the Taco Bell halftime show. You're watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube. I'm Stuart Atkinson, Craig Sessing alongside me. Craig, it's been a wonderful first half. 14-0, Huskies on top, and Marshall defense has played pretty well, only giving up 2 touchdowns, but only giving up 4.5 points per game coming into this one. So able to move the ball of the Huskies, but story of this game is the defense of the Huskies putting up a goose egg for the Cardinals in the first half.
That's right, Stu. The story of the game is the Husky defense putting up 0 in the first half, not really threatened until that last drive, and going into the wind, there's just not a lot of pass offense for the Marshall Cardinals. The pass offense has been screens and swing passes, everything under 5 yards. If they throw it 10, 15 yards down the field, into the wind, it's just not going to work. Same with the Huskies. We can't throw it 15 yards against the wind, but with the wind, we've been putting it up, letting them try. So good defense for the first half for the Huskies. Their best defense in their conference, and it's showing today. Offensively for the Huskies, 14 points, but it's been a slog. They've been banging heads hard with that tough Marshall defense, and Marshall's got to come up with something, get the ball more to Frank in the second half.
Recap of the first half scoring. Opening drive, touchdown run by Volts for about around 3 yards or so, and then in the second quarter, a play-action touchdown pass to Adam Casper, the tight end, and that will do it. That is the 2 scoring plays of the first half, and that gets us to our score, 14-0. Huskies on top, as Huskies come into this one the 3 seed against the Marshall Cardinals, the 2 seed, and whoever does win this one will be playing the number 1 seed in Division 4 next week against Watertown Lutheran Prep, as they played Watoma last night and won 42-0. So whoever does win this one, a very tough matchup awaits next week.
Yeah, game far from over, Stuart. 14 points isn't a lot for most teams, but today, the Husky defense has got some guys that are missing. The subs that are in there today are really doing a good job filling in those holes. Will Miner playing well, Ashton Rudinger playing well up front. No big plays given up. Some of the bigger plays for the Marshall Cardinals in the first half were 15-yard penalties, which all year the Huskies have been last in the conference in penalties. Penalties continue to be a problem today, but on the field, average yards per play is minuscule.
So we'll take another break. You are listening to the Taco Bell Halftime Show on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Jackson Call Insurance, sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
Nachos come with rules, like don't take the fully loaded chips, don't hog the guac, and never take the last one. But with the $5 Grande Nachos box from Taco Bell, you can break all the rules, because this meal's all yours.
And here's Guy, a patient at New Medical Center.
New Medical Center, I had stem cell injection put in my knee because I was having a lot of issues with it. Very simple process, very quick. Did the stem cell injection, went through the therapy, and my knee has been great ever since. All the people there that I have had to deal with were very friendly, very nice, honest with me. I followed procedures like they said, and I followed up with the therapy, and everything turned out really good.
What are some things that you couldn't do before, but you can do now?
Climbing stairs. That was to the point where I was actually walking sideways, going up and down stairs because it hurt so much. Getting up off the floor floor. I was down on the floor. It was a struggle getting up and down. It's still a lot easier now to get up and down off the floor. I could hardly do it before.
New Medical Center. Call 324-9899. 324-9899. 160 Gateway Drive, Waupun. Log on newmedicalctr.com and like them on Facebook. It's New Medical Center, Waupun.
Welcome back to this chilly, cold afternoon. High school playoff football here on Radio Plus Info on YouTube. It's New Holstein on top of the Marshall Cardinals 14-0 at Fall River, where the Marshall Cardinals have played all their home games this year due to COVID. 3-seed Huskies on top against a 2-seed. Long way to go, a lot of game left to play, but win playing a bit of a factor in this one as not too many completed passes in the first half.
Yeah, and that's really what Marshall's going to need to do. The Husky defense is pretty stout on the run. Marshall had some good success with swing passes and screen passes to Frank. Got to find ways to get the ball to Frank. He's their big play option. And even on the punt game, Huskies' punt and kick game have been either in the end zone or out of bounds where he really didn't have a chance to get the motor going. So far, the best plays we're getting them out in space on the screens and the swings.
Although it has been the majority of the yards through the run game, one of the 2 touchdowns was through the air on a short play action pass to senior Adam Casper at the tight end position. And I mentioned it earlier in the game, second quarters have been a huge swing quarter for the Huskies, as coming into this one they had outscored their opponent in the second quarter 94-16, and now after this second quarter it is now 101-16. So second quarters have been very kind to the Huskies. The third quarter is where they have been outscored on the year 52-35. So third quarters have been a bit of a letdown this year for the Huskies.
Yeah, and the Huskies will start kicking the ball to Marshall to begin the third quarter. More than likely they'll make Marshall work into the wind, but Marshall getting the ball, first stop out of the gate, big for the Huskies. First score out of the gate, huge for Marshall.
Senior receiver Robert Hess with a pair of touchdowns last week, not available in this one. And the Cardinals, Bryce Frank, he's had a couple decent catches and runs through the screen game. He's had 1 or 2 decent runs, but overall Huskies have kept him in check pretty well.
Yeah, he's doing his damage through the receptions. The running game, a couple times they got outside on the option, but Huskies learning. Last week they were miserable against the option in the first half. This week they've got it figured out a little bit better. But that's the big player. They've got to contain Frank in the second half.
Go New Holstein Huskies. Premier Financial Credit Union proudly supports our hometown teams. With offices in Kiel, New Holstein, and Shelton, Premier Financial Credit Union is your hometown community credit union. To learn more about the credit union difference, visit yourpfcu.com. We'll take another break. You're listening to the Taco Bell Halftime Show on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Hey, Fond du Lac's best-kept secret is no more. Operation Best Chicken and Friday Fish from a C-Store is out. Pioneer Pit Stop. Yes, Pioneer Pit Stop has some of the best takeout in town. The best part, no reservations needed. No need to drive halfway across the country. No special dress code, other than you need to be dressed. You're in and out with piping hot chicken or fish that you thought came from a supper club. Of course, fuel, beer, liquor, ice, snacks, groceries, and tons of other things we all need are always in stock. Pioneer Pit Stop, 20 East Pioneer Road across from Tucker's on South Main Street. It's Fishlicious.
Winnebago, Winnebago. Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Hey Andy, what you up to? I just got some sweet photos of Saturn's rings with my new DSLR. Oh yeah? I'm going to Mars to get some new pictures for my walls. Stellar.
Wherever your vacation may take you, Camera Casino's got you covered. The latest digital technology, professional lenses for rent, fun accessories to improve your images, and professional photo finishing. For an out-of-this-world experience, come to Camera Casino on Main Street in downtown Oshkosh.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
And Robin is with us here, and Robin's a patient of New Medical Center.
I had stem cell injections in both of my knees October of 19. I had arthritis issues in my left knee and my right knee. Give the stem cell injections a try. I had done a lot of research on it, felt that it was definitely something that I wanted to do rather than going ahead and doing full knee replacement. I had total stiffness in both knees, and after I had the injections and I did approximately 6 weeks of therapy, I was able to go up and down the stairs better. I am able to do my outside chores much better. Grandchildren, they're very thorough at going over everything, explaining and showing you. Very simple, very quick, and not painful at all. I would definitely recommend New Med.
New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive, Waupun.
How do we explain our psychology majors having a 93% job placement rate after graduation? Marian University helps students start building a resume right away through direct professional work experience and guidance from faculty, those who have become experts in the field. Our curriculum prepares students to get the position they desire. Not to mention, more than half our graduates go on to complete a master's program within 2 years. Visit www.marianuniversity.edu/apply today and start building your resume.
Since 1948, New Holstein Community Chest has been providing support to local individuals, families, and organizations. Charitable organizations they support include the American Red Cross, New Holstein Homestead Auxiliary, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Harbor House, New Hope Center, New Holstein Baseball Softball Association, New Holstein First Responders, New Holstein Historical Society, New Holstein Police Explorers, New Holstein Public Library, New Holstein Wrestling Club, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, and Willowdale Auxiliary. New Holstein Community Chest appreciates your continued support of local residents and programs.
Hey, I'm Kat, alternative sports junkie and champion sturgeon wrestler. I do a lot of crazy things. So when I apply for a loan, it needs to be easy. That's why I choose Fond du Lac Credit Union.
Apply online with Fond du Lac Credit Union.
You need help?
All these people, not a nacho fry in sight.
If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we will. Let's go get that cheese.
Mexican spices, they changed you!
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back. It's over!
Oh! We just getting started.
Dedication, training, giving 100%. Back in Action proudly supports high school athletes on and off the field. From physical and occupational therapy to pre- and post-orthopedic surgery to work-related and sports injuries, the staff at Back in Action is trained and dedicated to your treatment, recovery, and return to the lifestyle you're looking for. With locations in Fond du Lac, Kewaskum, Mayville, and New Holstein, Back in Action has a one-on-one approach that's second to none. Learn more at backinactionrehab.com.
Welcome back to high school playoff football this Saturday afternoon. It's New Holstein on top of the Marshall Cardinals 14-0. This game is being played at Fall River, and we are seconds away from the second half kickoff. New Holstein will be kicking to Marshall, and Marshall will be looking to try and put some points on the board for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, Stu, the radar's not helping us today either. It looks like all the way to Madison, spotty showers on and off for the second half. We're probably in the low 40s here. Kind of miserable to be in the stands. Players aren't so bad, but people sitting in the stands got a tough time. Hopefully they'll turn on their phone and go watch us in the parking lot.
Yeah, rain definitely picked up during the Taco Bell halftime show. Died down a little bit now as the kick is fielded by
Frank at the 5.
Frank, and he's going to take it up to around the 27-yard line. So Bryce Frank, the do-it-all player for the Cardinals, starts it off on the kickoff return. And opening drive in the second half for the Cardinals. What do they got to do to finally break through against this Huskies defense?
Well, like we talked about in the pregame and the halftime, they got to find ways to get Frank the ball in open space. Great athlete. Got to find ways to get him the ball where he's one-on-one versus one-on-3. So far today, they've been gang tackling him.
In 6 games coming into this one, Frank with 7 rushing touchdowns to go with 5 receiving touchdowns. So 12 touchdowns, 6 games. So you do the math. He was averaging 2 a game coming into this one. So big part of this offense as under center is Ward, and he will hand it off to Frank, and he'll make a man miss and fall forward for a few.
Again, good gang tackling by the Huskies. You're going to see a lot of Frank in the second half. Marshall starting the second half going into the wind.
So 11:30 now in the second quarter as we're just getting underway in the second half. Big opening drive for the Cardinals. Wait to see what that is. Most likely either a face mask or an offensive hold.
Yeah, flag is right in the middle of the backfield. Obler was involved. He put his hands up. I'm not sure if he was held or if he was a face mask on the way by. Looks like it's going against the Huskies.
It will be a face mask against the Huskies. So just what the doctor ordered for the Cardinals, an automatic first down, and now getting closer to midfield. Maybe they can put something together on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, they did a 5-yard face mask on that. Obler did put his hands up in the air like he knew he got him a little bit, but did not get the turn and pull on the face mask. So first down for Marshall.
Last time Marshall got a first down via the face mask penalty in the second quarter, they fumbled on the next play. Cardinals looking to do something different here in the third as miscommunication and tried to be a fullback dive, and the quarterback ends up keeping it for a loss. So miscommunication between Ward and Campos there.
Good job by Ward to keep the ball from being a fumble there. A lot of contact right at the mesh point. Held on to it. Fight again another day. We're seeing a lot more Marshall doing what they do best, that I formation run in the second half. If they're going to go down, they're going to go down with what they're good at.
2nd and 10 on their own 39. Power I now once again. And Ward hands it off to Frank. And there is no room. There's no hole whatsoever as it is filled up immediately by the Huskies.
Yeah, Obler on the blitz there, on the run blitz, basically following Frank in the eye, following the fullback to the ball. 3rd and long now for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Obler in on that one. Abrams in there late as well, along with Sam Casper. So 3rd and long with just under 10 minutes now to go in this third quarter. On your Quest Interiors scoreboard. Power I once again. Frank has it. Finds a hole. He cuts and he slips. And he's going to fall forward for around 4 to 5 yards. But without slipping, he probably had a first down.
Yep. Turf Monster got him. That was a wide open hole there. Had a chance to go. Interesting call here for Marshall. Kicking into the wind. Huskies probably playing punt safe here. I'd be watching for the fake punt with Frank back there, and he rolls out to the side anyway. They got to play safe. They got 2 guys back, which kind of surprises me. I'd let it roll back there, kicking into the wind.
So back to punt is Frank, who's also the running back.
Now the Huskies come up into more of a defense. They only got one guy back.
Yeah, good call, Craig, there, as they do switch out of the 2 deep to return.
It is a fake. It's
and
a
there
pitch.
it is, the fake. And Craig is going to run for it, and he does have it. So you're right on the money there, Craig, as they do fake it, and Huskies unable to stop it.
Good play there. Good play by Marshall. Basically an option play back to Frank. Got him out in space like they want to. Easy 10-yard pickup there. Something the Huskies, need to stop. Need to know it's coming.
Yeah, when your running back is and your punt returner and kick returner is also your punter, that it's almost like a wildcat play with multiple options. And like you said, punting into the wind, decide to go for it, and the risk pays off for the Cardinals. They got a fresh set of downs. Ward hands it off up the middle and gaining a yard. So good defense again by the Huskies, stuff in the hole.
Great crash down there by Josh Rock, the defensive end. Played to the fullback right up the middle. He crashed from his end position and got it at the line of scrimmage and then fell forward for a yard.
Josh Rock comes into this one with 45 tackles before the game started with a sack and a half. Second on the team in tackles. 2nd and 9 now for the Cardinals. 7:50 to go in the third.
Marshall doing a good job eating up clock here in the third quarter.
Ward under center. He's back to pass. He's rolling out right. He has his man. It's caught, and it's Frank, and then he is pulled out of bounds. So a pickup of a few. Third down coming for the Cardinals.
Good recognition by Marshall on that play. Frank being covered by Minert, Will Minert. That's a matchup that Marshall will take all day long. They got their best athlete on Minert, who's usually a middle linebacker. Huskies need to find a corner or a safety that can run with Frank.
3rd and 4 on the Huskies 42. Big third down for the Cardinals. You would assume it's going to be 4-down territory unless they take a big loss on this one. Ward under center in the power I.
Hands to Frank.
And Frank's going to be close to the first down. He's going to fall forward, and it looks like it's going to be close. Looks like he has enough, but no official word yet.
Frank got a great spot on that play. Abrams, 79, had the tackle. Had his arms on him almost at the yard of scrimmage. And
no word from the officials yet, and they are going to give him the first down. So very close. They give him the first down and a fresh set of down for the Cardinals.
Huskies, I think, wanted a measurement on that one. They didn't think he got it, but it's all right. First down, Marshall. Good play by Frank to get it. Again, Marshall eating up clock, getting their defense some rest, the guys that don't play both ways.
Dennison checking into the game for the Cardinals for this one. He's on the near side. Power I for the Cardinals. Campos at fullback and Frank in at tailback, and Frank gets it. He'll run up the middle, and he'll get a couple, but not before he is tackled.
Rudinger on the tackle. Abrams on the tackle. Defensive line doing their job. Gave up 1 or 2 on that, but stopped them from a big gain. That's something the Huskies will take.
Looked like Sam Casper was in on that one as well. So good stop on first down. 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. 6:25 remaining in the third. Power I formation once again. They've ran that a lot on this possession. Back to pass as he fake rolls out to the left. It's a screen pass, and it's read perfectly, and 89 brings him down. He already has a touchdown in this game, and now on defense, Adam Casper making plays.
Yeah, nice read by Casper. Didn't quite finish it. Broke the tackle, got probably 4 or 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Again, the Huskies' safeties are kind of stuck in no man's land here. They're on the pass there. They didn't get deep to cover anything, and on the run, they're playing 10, 12 yards off the ball. They got to crash that, stop that run. The line can't do it all day.
And when the Cardinals have passed, most of the time it has been the screen, and it's going to be a handoff to the tailback, Frank, and he makes a man miss in the backfield. He's got a first down, He's got the outside. He's at the 15. He's going to be brought down near the 10. And looks like he's going to be outside of the 10. So we'll have an opportunity to pick up a first down. Will be the Cardinals. But 1st and 10 at the Huskies 11.
Yeah, that's what Marshall does well. They do it all year long. They get in that power I. Fullback will lead you to the play, but the Huskies just didn't quite get the corner stopped on that one.
Yeah, good blocking by the fullback and the line by the Cardinals, and then Frank being able to put his foot in the ground and finally have some daylight on that boundary. So 1st and 10, power I once again. It's going to be a toss now to Frank. He makes a cut, and he'll fall forward for a couple.
Yeah, Frank down to about the 6 or 7 yard line. Good contain that time by Josh Rock. Let him back into the linebackers. Linebackers were a little bit slow getting there. Linebackers and the safeties got to help in that run game.
5:25 left in the third quarter with the clock winding. It's 14-0. Huskies on top, but Cardinals knocking on the door for their first touchdown of the game and trying to cut it to a 1-possession game. Ward under center. He'll hand it off to the tailback once again. A nice cut there, but then Frank is met, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, down to about the 5. Marshall doing just what the Huskies usually do. Slowly working the ball down the field, run after run after run. Huskies safeties playing in the end zone. They're going to have to get a little closer to the line of scrimmage, stop the run.
Casper in on the tackle there. So 3rd and 3, probably 4-down territory, you would assume, for the Cardinals. So they got a couple opportunities to pick up these last 3 yards.
Yeah, Marshall, no field goals on the year. It's 2 downs here for the touchdown.
They are able to pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And falling forward, it's going to be short of the first down.
Yep.
And they're going to need a yard for a first down and 2 for a touchdown on this 4th and 1.
Big play of the game coming up here, guys. 4th and 1 from the 3.
So 1 for the first down, 3 for a touchdown, and so far probably the biggest play of the game, Craig.
Yeah, and Huskies in a tough spot here. Marshall's good at the hard count. Probably going to see a hard count here and then something to Frank or the fullback right up the middle. Stop him here, momentum shifts, touchdown here. Momentum goes to Marshall.
Power I, Ward under center. He's got his tailback Frank as Huskies almost jump off sides.
Yeah, got that hard count. And now Marshall has to take a timeout. Good job by Huskies holding their water there. The defensive end almost jumped, stayed out of the neutral zone, forced Marshall to call a timeout, and now we've got 4th and 1 from the 3.
Whether you are building new or renovating an existing home, Greenline Construction and Corporation can help you build an environmentally friendly way and still be friendly to your wallet. Located on Main Street in Marshall, Greenline has been in business for over 12 years, has over 25 years of experience, and has the knowledge and expertise to get your job done right. Call Blake at 608-212-8586 for an honest local experience estimate on your next building project. That's 608-212-8586. Greenline Construction and Corporation, better built, better future. 3:33 left in the third quarter. Biggest play of the game coming up for both sides. An opportunity for the Cardinals to punch it in here and cut their deficit down to 7. And if the Huskies get a stop here, all the momentum shifts to the New Holstein side.
Yep, big play, first really big play of the game. Both sides know it. Who wants it more? 4th and 1. Full house backfield.
In the shotgun, it's going to be a wildcat keeper by Frank, and he's going to get in for a touchdown as it was close, but he does get in. So not only picking up the first down, Frank falls in for a touchdown, and now it's a 1-possession game.
Good blocking, full house backfield, just not quite enough meat on the Husky line there. That's where they're missing guys like Xander Casper to push the pile backward.
So the first points of the day for the Cardinals, and now they are going to be going for 2
Same lineup, same formation.
Frank back there, and
Same
he's
play.
going to keep it to the right, and he's going to be close, and they're going to give it to him. And the 2-point conversion is good, and now it's 14-8. And the Cardinals only trail by 6. We'll take a quick 30-second break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
These days, we are all spending more time indoors, working from home and schooling at home. With winter coming, we will be spending even more time inside. So how is your indoor air quality? The air inside your home can potentially be full of harmful bacteria, viruses, and odors. And AirTech Heating has solutions for all of your indoor air quality needs. Specialized filters, UV bulbs, and air purifiers installed by professional technicians. Call today for a free estimate and help improve the overall health of your family. 924-6742. AirTech Heating and Bryant, doing whatever it takes.
Welcome back to high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube. I'm Stuart Atkinson, Craig Sessing alongside me. Biggest play of the game just happened before the break as the Cardinals punch it in for their first score of the game, and they do convert a 2-point conversion on a very similar play, and it is now 14-8. New Holstein on top of the Marshall Cardinals on your Quest Interiors scoreboard. 3:20 to go in the third.
Yeah, I'd love to see the drive chart on that last one, Stu. I think Frank had the ball almost every play down the field. The Huskies know where it's going. Marshall knows where it's going. It's who can get the job done. That time Marshall got it done. Great drive, including that 4th down fake punt that Frank executed for about 15 yards. Around the football world today, Stu, we got 3 Big Ten games early action. Nebraska beats Penn State 30-23. Indiana over Michigan State 24-0. And with 2:33 left in the third, Rutgers leads Illinois 20-17.
Illinois been a bit of a disappointment so far this year. 3:20 to go as we're awaiting the kickoff here, as it will be Frank. So Frank scored the touchdown. Or actually, it won't be Frank. It's going to be an onside kick, and it's going to be close, and the Cardinals might have it, and they do. So the onside kick works this time, their second attempt today, and the Cardinals with possession at midfield.
Yeah, Cardinals got a break on that one. Looked like they were offside on the kickoff. Bounced off a Husky chest and got it back on the just on the Cardinal side of midfield on their 49. So we're 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and Huskies have not touched the ball in the second half.
We mentioned the third quarter has been a bad quarter on the year for the Huskies, as they have been marvelous in the second quarter, but third quarter has been the quarter that's got them. They've been outscored 52-35, and they've yet to touch the ball here in this one. And up the middle for a solid gain of around 9 yards is Bryce Frank. So Frank is really starting to turn it on here in the second half.
Yeah, going to script for Marshall. That's exactly what they want to do. Power I, give it to Frank, see how far he can get him. So far in the second half, he's getting the job done, and that Holstein defense probably a little tired out there. They don't have a lot of subs today, a little short-handed, and now they're playing the entire third quarter on defense.
Second and 4 for the Cardinals. Power I once again. They're going to hand it to Frank, and why wouldn't they? He's been on fire this half, but he is wrapped up right away, as that was Rock getting in there and tackling him at the ankles.
Yeah, nice play by Rock. I think the Huskies are going to start sucking in with the linebackers and the safeties. Frank's getting the ball 9 out of 10 plays. You got to make Ward beat you with the pass into the wind in the third quarter.
Third and 3 for the Cardinals. 2:08 left in the third quarter. All the momentum on the Cardinals side as they score a touchdown and get a 2-point conversion on their opening drive here in the third quarter, and then kick an onside kick and get it. And now a quarterback keeper up the middle is going to be...
They marked him a yard short.
Looked like he had enough, but they are going to mark him a little bit short. So 4th and inches coming up for the Cardinals, and they're going to go for it, you would imagine. And they might just try the same play, only needing a couple inches. big play for the Huskies defense right now. An opportunity to take some of the momentum back.
Yeah, you got to think Obler's going to blitz up the middle here.
Power I. Ward takes it. It is going to be a quarterback keeper again.
He didn't get anything.
Depends on the spot. It's going to be close.
Well, what he got shorted on the spot on the last play, he got bonus on the spot on this play, so it probably works out.
And that is going to be...
Looks like we're going to get another measurement.
Yeah, it's close. They are not marking it, so we are going to get a measurement. I thought he had it on the last play.
Yeah, he got shorted a little bit on the spot on 3rd down. On 4th down, they gave him a little extra, but I think he's got enough, but it's by the length of the football, if at all.
Again, only need a couple inches. They go back to the quarterback sneak on back-to-back plays, and here is the measurement. And it's going to be 1st down for the Cardinals, and that's a big 1st down for the Cardinals. So the Huskies, with 1:14 to go in the 3rd quarter, have yet to touch the ball this half.
Yep, got it by the nose of the football. One bad spot each way. Probably worked out all right. That overall the refs got the call right there.
You hear so often football is a game of inches, and just another play showing it there.
Clock running with going to be under a minute before they snap it here in the 3rd quarter.
Denniston going out on the field as he's on the near side. Power I. Expect another run. Frank has been on fire here in the 2nd half. He's got all 8 points for the Cardinals. And he's going to get it on a toss to the left. And he fakes a cut inside. He tries to bounce it outside, and he's going to pick up a couple. And now 2 flags come flying in.
Sweep that wide, it's usually a block in the back, but we'll wait for the official call.
And the Cardinals, they're huddling up pretty far back, so I would assume they know the penalty's on them.
Yep, block in the back.
And it will be a block in the back on the Cardinals. So
see where the enforcement's from, if it's from the spot of the foul or the end of the play. Makes a difference of about 5 yards.
Do you value your money? If so, try Farmers and Merchants State Bank in Marshall and Waterloo. At Farmers and Merchants State Bank, business is conducted with honesty, respect, and integrity. As your financial partner for life, they are committed to you and your family and have been since 1897. Located at 218 West Main Street in Marshall. Log on fandmstbk.com. Farmers and Merchants State Bank, your partner for life. Bank member FDIC. Power I formation for the Cardinals, 1st and 20, as they will hand it off to Frank, and he breaks one for around 8 yards. So a nice run on the 1st and long for the Cardinals.
And that'll get us to the end of the 3rd quarter, Stu. Going with the win, you might see a little more Marshall passing in the 4th quarter.
So after 3, it's 14-8. New Holstein on top of the Cardinals, and the Cardinals have the ball at midfield. We'll take a break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Signature Homes was founded about 25 years ago. Shortly after we started our real estate business, we realized there was a need for new construction. So many times we're out showing property to buyers and they aren't finding what they're looking for. And if we can't find them what they're looking for, we need to have another option. And so we started to customize homes and really make them specific to the customer's needs. That model has grown over the years. We started with building just a few homes, and now we're building 30, 35 homes a year. We have showrooms in all of our locations. If you just want to walk in and learn more about our building company, we can do that.
Welcome back on Radio Plus Info on YouTube. I'm Stuart Atkinson, Craig Sessing alongside me. A big 4th quarter awaits us. It's 14-8, New Holstein on top. This 2nd half, it has been all Marshall Cardinals. as they scored their first points of the game with the touchdown, converted a 2-point conversion, and got the ball back with an onside kick. And New Holstein has not touched the ball yet as they pitch it outside to Frank, and he's got speed, and he picks up around 9. So after a 1st and 20, the Cardinals are going to have 3rd and short.
Again, Frank on the carry. Huskies know where it's going. They got to stop it, find a way to stop it. Now with the wind, you may see Marshall go to that screen game again or the swing pass again. Right now they don't have to. They've been running at will with Frank, kind of what the Huskies like to do to people. Huskies was zero plays in the 3rd quarter on offense.
And the Huskies were going to be able to play with the wind at their back in that 3rd quarter. And now when they do get the ball back, they're going to be going right into it, just like the Cardinals did last quarter. So power I, fullback dive up the middle. They're going to get the 1st down and a few more. So after 1st and 20, Cardinals able to pick it up.
1st and 20, that not often that teams can run the ball for the straight 20 against the Huskies. Great job by Frank, great athlete in the backfield. I mean, Huskies know where it's going, and they still can't stop it.
Huskies defense only giving up 77 yards on the ground per a game average coming into this one.
Yeah, I would guess they gave that up to Frank in the 3rd quarter.
11:23 left in the game, and the Cardinals on New Holstein's 29 with a fresh set of downs.
Huskies need their stars to step up here.
Another fullback dive, and that one goes nowhere.
Rudinger on the tackle right in the middle.
Looked like Philip Casper was in there as well. So a good stop, good play by that front 4 by the Huskies. That's what they needed. They need to put a couple good plays together to make a stop.
Still gained 2 or 3 on the play.
Breaking the huddle now are the Cardinals.
Huskies need a turnover, whether it's Katie on the INT or Casper causing a fumble. Huskies need to break momentum. Power I again.
It's going to be a handoff once again to Frank, and he goes up the middle for a couple before he's brought down. So 3rd and medium coming up for the Cardinals. We'll see if they keep running it with that power I, or maybe they go back to that screen pass.
Yeah, 3rd and 6. I'd be watching the hard count here from the Huskies. They've seen it twice already today and didn't jump. Now's the time when Marshall will use the hard count to try and get it to 3rd and short.
Yeah, the Huskies flinched one time on it, but able to stay on their side of the ball. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 6 officially. Power I once again. And Ward's going to roll out for a speed option. He's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to be short. So a 4th and a couple coming up for the Cardinals.
Yeah, 4th and 3, time for a big play. Both sides. Big play coming up here for the defense or the offense. If Huskies defense can hold, it might shift momentum. If Marshall's offense can get the 1st down, they're just pounding it through the Husky defense right now.
This is now the biggest play to date in this game. 9:25 left in the game. Clock is running. 4th and 3 on the Huskies 22.
Yeah, if you're the Huskies, you almost got to have 2 guys follow Frank on this play.
Power I once again. Ward under center. They try the hard count. And a timeout. Timeout's going to be called by Marshall.
Good scouting on the Huskies there. 3rd time today they didn't jump on that hard count.
Does your vehicle have a leak or make sounds it shouldn't? Do you need a simple oil change? Call New Look's Garage. They can take care of all your automotive needs, from oil changes to complete engine rebuilding and everything in between, with honest and quality work at a reasonable price. Located at 110 West Main Street in Marshall. Call 608-655-3817. That's 608-655-3817. Biggest play of the game coming up for both sides. Said it a couple times, but now it is. And it looked like the Cardinals were driving, had an opportunity to go up, and now 4th and 3. Momentum could shift back to the Husky side if they can get a stop.
Yeah, big play for Marshall here. They've already used 2 timeouts in the second half. If they can't get it 4th and 3 here and you leave the Huskies a long field to drive, they could drive it out through, for the game if they can get a stop here.
Fourth and 3, power I. Ward, it's going to be a speed option, and he's going to flip it back, and it's going to be a fumble, and Katie's going to fall on it, and it's going to be a Huskies ball. They get the stop.
Smart play by Sam Katie. 4th down, you just fall on that ball. Normally a pitch over the top of the running back, you try and scoop and score. Not on 4th down. On 4th down, you grab that, lay on it, let your offense do some work, give your defense some rest.
So with 8:59 to go in the 4th quarter, the Huskies will take their first snap of the second half as they lead the Cardinals 14-8 with just a tick under 9 minutes left in the game. Schnell in at quarterback. He hands it off to Volts on the sweep to the left, and he'll fall forward for about 3.
Yeah, the Huskies would like 5 or 6 on that, but they get 3 or 4 every play. That's what they want to do. They want to grind it back at Marshall, just like Marshall's been grinding it in to them for the first 15 minutes of the second half.
This Marshall defense, they're either going to be nice and fresh or they may be a little stiff, but they were out there playing, most of them on the offensive side.
Yeah, most of the line plays both ways, so everybody tired at this point.
So Schnell on the fake, and he keeps it himself, and he is tackled. Yeah. And now 3rd and long coming up for New Holstein.
Yeah, that's a play that Huskies probably should have thrown out of the playbook before the game started. Marshall's really good at that quarterback option up the middle, that read option. They've been stuffing that all year.
Volt with 11 touchdowns and over 1,000 yards coming into this one. 3rd and 7. They could use him. They could use a big play by Volts right now. Shotgun formation, and they are going to hand it off to Volts. He's got it at the 30 now. Following his blockers, he's close, and he is going to pick it up. So on 3rd and 7, Volts gets about 8, and that's going to move the chains for the Huskies.
Big momentum shift there for the Huskies. That's 3rd and 8 for almost every team is a passing play. For the Huskies, that's a running play, and they got her done that time. First big run of the game for Volts.
So 7:40 left in the 4th quarter. Clock is winding, and the Huskies, they are looking to score, but they are also looking to just eat up some clock, give their defense a break, and limit how much time is left in this game after this possession. As they hand it off to Volts, he goes outside, and he slips.
Had the lane there. Richie had the seal block. Volts slipped in the turf, and that could have been a 15-yard play. Ended up losing 1 on the play. But again, still, Huskies can run the ball on 2nd and long.
We saw Bryce Frank slip on a run just a little while ago, and now Volts does it as well. So wet conditions out there. Seen a couple players slip, and this is going to be a read option, and Schnell's going to keep it, and he makes a man miss, and now he goes back to the outside on the near side and goes out of bounds. Not a huge gain, but able to pick up 5 or 6 after looking like a potential loss.
Yeah, it went outside, could have went back inside, had one man to beat, the receiver had him blocked. Just didn't get a good read after coming all the way across the field. 3rd and about 6 for the Huskies.
So what do you do if you're the Huskies if you don't pick it up here, as it's near midfield, but you have it in your own territory, but you would be kicking into the wind?
Yeah, I think you're probably in 2-down territory here. I know the Huskies don't often like to go for it on 4th down, but if you get half of it, you probably go.
3rd and 5 on their own 42.
Confusion in the backfield. Volts lined up on the wrong side. Huskies going to call a timeout.
And Rupp is going to take a timeout for the Huskies. We'll take a 30-second break. You're watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Jackson Call Insurance. Sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
Welcome back to high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info. 14-8 is your score. New Holstein on top of Marshall on your Quest Interiors scoreboard. 14-0 was the score at the half. 8 points in the second half by Marshall, and now New Holstein has the ball for the first time in the second half on with 6:50 left in the game. 3rd and 5 on their own 42.
Volt slipped on first down, put him behind the chains. They're trying to get back with the chains here on 3rd and 5. Interesting to see what the call will be if they get to 4th.
And it's going to be a keeper on the fake. The Volts, and Schnell has a lot of room up the middle, and he picks up at least around 15, and he gets the first down and more in the enemy territory at around the 43-yard line.
Good job reading the Mike linebacker there by Schnell. First time today that they've made a good play on that quarterback run up the middle.
At the very least, it's going to eat up some more clock.
Yeah, clock running, 6:40 left in the 4th. Fresh set of downs for the Huskies. I think you're going to see a lot of Volts and Obler on this next 3-4 plays.
6:30 left in the game. 6-point lead for the Huskies with a fresh set of downs. Katie and Obler in the backfield with Volts on the left side. Most likely going to come in motion, and he doesn't. And they hand it off to Katie, and he's following his blockers, and just a little too much hesitation, but does fall forward for a couple.
Yep, stays with the chains. Took a while to get his blockers going forward, but stayed behind the 2 blockers and got about 3 on the play.
Yeah, good patience there. Nice job of falling forward after he does make his cut. 2nd and 7 on the Cardinals' 41-yard line.
Yeah, time for the Huskies to ride their horse. Volts has got to get the ball around the outside, put a foot in the ground, and run people over.
And they're going to fake it to Volts. Schnell keeps it himself. He cuts up the middle, and now he's going to the outside. He's at the 20. He's at the 15, the 10, and he's in for a score. Touchdown, Huskies.
Big run by Schnell. Found that crack, and gone he was.
Schnell on the read option. He fakes it to Volts. Cuts up the middle, and then able to use his breakaway speed to get to the far side and run up the sidelines for the last 15 yards of that one. A good job of staying in bounds.
Huskies going for 2 here, Stu, to get up by 14.
So it's 20-8. 5:30 left to go in the game, and they are going to try and make it a 14-point game after that Schnell touchdown.
Surprising, Stu, that they go for it here. That I think I'd take the point because Marshall's used to going for 2. They're going to go for 2 and go for 2 to get to 16. They get to 12 if we stay where we are. You could make them execute 1 2-point conversion if you took 1 point here.
And this one is going nowhere. And Katie, but he breaks a couple tackles, and now he is going to be brought down in the backfield. So 2-point conversion, no good. It's going to be a 12-point lead for the Huskies. We'll see how big that play is going to be. So as it stands now, it's a 12-point lead for the Huskies.
Yeah, those used timeouts are going to come into play here still.
So 5:30 left in the game. We'll take a quick break. 30-second break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Anders Auto Parts is the place to go for quality auto parts and paint. Anders has been serving the Fond du Lac area with automotive parts and paints since 1956. Anders features PPG automotive and industrial paints, quality auto parts, along with an experienced, knowledgeable staff to serve you. Anders is located at 16 West Sibley Street, just off North Main Street behind the American Family Office. Call those who know. Call Anders Auto Parts at 920-922-3390.
Welcome back to high school playoff football on this chilly Saturday afternoon between the 3-seeded New Holstein Huskies against the 2-seeded Marshall Cardinals in the Division 4 round. Whoever does win this one will be playing next week against Watertown Lutheran Prep, as they won their game last night against Watoma 42-0. As it stands now, it is 20-8. Huskies on top after they just scored a touchdown, unable to convert the 2-point conversion.
No way I kick this to Frank. They kick a little dribbler down the middle. He does eventually get it, but should have blocking by now, worn through.
Frank able to get it to around the 34-35-yard line. And that's where the Cardinals will set up shop on their on their drive here.
Yeah, tough defense now for the Huskies. You got to stop Frank. He's the guy, but you also know that Marshall needs 2 scores, so you got to play a safety back to stop the pass as well. Marshall going with the win now. I'd be looking for that screen pass and that swing pass to Frank out of the backfield.
5:23 left to go in the game on the Quest Interior scoreboard. It's a 12-point lead for the Huskies. And
Huskies got Minert matched up on Frank again. Good matchup for Marshall.
Cardinals got 4 wide receivers out there. They're going to pass. They're rolling out
there
left.
There it is. He's going
Ward
to Frank.
And he's got Frank, and Frank catches it, and he steps out of bounds, and it's a gain of around 18 yards.
Simple pick play. Could see it coming a long way away. Not much Minert can do. He's just not fast enough to run with Frank. They got to get a better matchup there.
Frank, the go-to guy in the backfield, also the go-to guy through the air, and a nice route there on the outside for around an 18-yard pickup.
Yeah, it's
and
a little
now,
pick play with a wheel route around the back and work to perfection. Easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, so instead of the screen this time to Frank, like you said, Craig, the wheel route to the near side for a big gain on the 46-yard line of the Huskies.
Same
Back
play.
to pass again, and now he's going to keep it. He's going to run up the middle, and Ward picks up around 4.
Yeah, same exact play, just run to the other side. Better covered that time. Minert again on Frank, got the job done. Clock running, though, now with the Huskies. Under 5 minutes to play.
Yeah, we've seen the Cardinals do that a couple times. They ran back-to-back quarterback sneaks. They run back-to-back screens a couple times. Now they run that kind of wheel route a couple times in a row, just trying to catch the defense sleeping.
Yeah, Huskies, they see Frank line up not in the backfield. They got to get a faster player on him because he's going out for a pass.
4 wide receivers set, and the play is blown dead. Going to be a penalty on the Cardinals, and that's going to bring around 3rd and 12. 4:32 left in the game, and the Cardinals need 2 scores, but a pair of touchdowns would tie it at the very least, depending on how the PAT and 2-point conversions go.
Yeah, Huskies missing outside linebacker Marcus Frunzen today. He'd be the one covering Frank on the outside on these pass routes. Minert more of a banger inside, stopping the run. Huskies got to find a way to adjust to get more speed out on Frank on the wing.
Yeah, Frunzen was top 5 on their defense in tackles with 36 on the year, so big piece missing there. 2nd and 11, back to pass is Ward, and he'll throw it, and it's going to be intercepted by the Huskies, and that was Volts with the diving play, and now the Huskies will set up shop on their own 40-yard line.
Volts, smart play, just followed Frank. That's where the ball's going. Overthrow by the quarterback, Ward. Volts with a diving interception. If he can run the ball straight up the field here, should put the game on ice.
A big play by the Huskies defense, and that was no easy interception as Volts had to dive and get his hands underneath that ball, and he was able to. Now the Huskies are just going to try and eat some clock. 4:24 left in the game. Schnell in shotgun. He's going to hand it off to the big fella Obler up the middle, and he'll run somebody over 9 yards.
Obler got a good spot on that play, got 9. Knee was down probably for 7 or 8. But that's what the Huskies want to do the rest of the game is you'll probably see Obler again, probably 2 more in a row if they can. If he can get a first down on 2 carries, you keep doing that.
Only 1 timeout left for the Cardinals, 2 for the Huskies. 3:53 left in the game, and the clock is running. 2nd and 2. Schnell in the pistol formation.
Waiting for the yep. Got the hand up.
Volts goes in motion. They'll hand it off to Obler up the middle, and he's going to be short of the first down. So 3rd and 1 coming up for the Huskies.
Yeah, we're looking right down the line at that, Stuart. He got a poor spot on that one. Still going to be 3rd and 1, but should have been about 3rd and 6 inches.
Yeah, a couple times now. Looked like Obler got a pretty good spot to play before.
Yep.
This time probably lost about a yard with the spot.
Again, it balanced out.
So 3rd and a long 1 for the Huskies.
Full house backfield first time today. Waiting for the clock to run.
3 minutes even.
Umpire's
Clock is
arm
winding.
in the air. Make the shift. Try and get that yard.
The snap. They will hand it off to Obler up the middle, and he'll get about 3 before he's brought down. So a first down for the Huskies.
Obler, both arms on the ball. Great job running through the middle. Marshall ripping at the ball, trying to get that fumble out of there. They know they need a big play. Under 3 minutes to go. Huskies 1st and 10.
Kelby Peterson in on the tackle for the Cardinals. Good to see him out there as he was out for a couple drives getting his ankle retaped. 2:46 to go in the game, and the clock is winding, and 1st and 10 on the 48, and the Huskies are just going to keep pounding it and just use that clock to their advantage. Katie goes in motion. They hand it off to Obler. He breaks a tackle, and he's going to fall forward for a couple. More importantly, the clock keeps running.
No, Marshall uses their last timeout.
So Marshall does use their last timeout right after Obler went down. So no more timeouts left for them. That's going to bring up 2nd and short. Go New Holstein Huskies. Premier Financial Credit Union proudly supports our hometown teams. With offices in Kiel, New Holstein, and Chilton, Premier Financial Credit Union is your hometown community credit union. To learn more about the credit union difference, visit yourpfcu.com.
Premier Financial Credit Union actually has a mini branch inside the New Holstein High School as well. They teach some financial literacy, get students to staff it. Great community partner.
So thank you to Premier Financial Credit Union for being a partner. 2:18 to go in the game. It's 20-8. New Holstein on top with 2nd and 6. And there are no timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. They're going to add 3 seconds to the clock. So 2:21 instead of 2:18.
Yeah. 3 seconds shouldn't make a difference, too. One more first down will do it for the Huskies.
Yeah, the Cardinals using timeouts earlier in this half is going to hurt them on this drive.
Yeah, Huskies sitting tall on the hard count this game. Cost 3 timeouts, 1 in the first half, 2 in the second half.
Schnell takes the snap, and he'll keep it himself after the fake on the handoff, and he'll pick up a couple.
Snell gets stomped in the backfield for a short loss. Brings up 3rd down.
Huskies got to get some momentum here if they're going to go for it on 4th down. It's 3rd and 7. I'd say you probably need to get about 4 or 5 to be tempted on 4th down.
Minute 42 left in the game. Clock is winding as the Huskies are huddled up. They're going to take their time. And it's going to be 3rd and 7. They are on the Cardinals' 45-yard line. They have a 12-point lead.
The Huskies take a timeout.
Huskies take the timeout, so we will also take a break. We'll take a 30-second break. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Winnebago, Winnebago.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Welcome back to Radio Plus Info on YouTube. Stuart Atkinson here. Craig Sessing alongside me. It's a 12-point lead for the Huskies with a minute 32 to go. They had a 3rd and 10 coming up. And no timeouts left for the Cardinals. They're going to run it here, eat some clock. If they get a first down, the game's over. If they don't get a first down, they might just go for it again, depending on how this play shapes out.
Yeah, they're going to run the clock and probably take their last time out if they don't go for it.
Shotgun formation. Schnell hands it off to Obler up the middle, and he is brought down after maybe a gain of 1 right at the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th and long, but the clock is ticking, and there's a minute 20 left.
Yeah, Huskies need to punt the ball out of bounds here. I'm sure the coaching staff will know to punt it out of bounds.
So 4th and 10 for the Huskies on the 48. Minute 2 left in the game.
Yeah. Frank back to receive. Volts to punt. I mean, they can take the whole time here. Even if they take a 5-yard penalty, not a big deal.
And they do get the Cardinals to jump, and it's going to be offsides on the Cardinals.
Okay, Stu, tell me your refereeing expertise here. Does the clock start on the penalty? It's a defensive penalty.
It does, yep. Right?
So
on a defensive penalty, I believe.
If it does, the Huskies can run it down under 10.
I believe.
I'm not sure if it starts or not. He did not wind the clock.
So they're not winding it.
Oh, now he's winding
now
the
they
clock.
are winding it. Yep. So on a defensive penalty, they are going to wind it.
Volt should just stand there.
So 4th and 5, 40 seconds, clock is running. And they are taking their time to snap this one, and now they will. Volts is going to punt it. It's very high, but it is not very far as it hits around the 28-yard line, and it is downed at the Cardinals' 31 with 27.7 seconds left in the game.
Stu, exactly the punt they want to execute. It'd been better if it went out of bounds. They're kicking into the wind. Kick it up there so that Frank can't return it. The only way you lose the game is if Frank runs that all the way back. So now you got maybe 3 plays and you're up 12. Play 3 deep on the defense. Have a guy deeper than the deepest, which we haven't been very good at this year, earlier this year on the pass game, but put somebody on Frank and then the safety over the top besides, and you should get out of this game in about 3 plays.
So we'll see if the Cardinals have some magic left in them on the offensive side. It's going to have to be Ward and probably Frank making a couple big plays. So 1st and 10 on their own 31, 27 left in the game. Shotgun formation, back to pass is Ward, and it's going to be a screen pass over the middle. It's caught.
Sam Casper runs it down from behind. Clock's running.
So a pickup of round 8, but the clock is still going. 15 seconds now on the clock. Cardinals hurry to the line as they're going to probably try and spike this one. Maybe run and play. 7 seconds left, and now whistles blow from the referees. Not exactly sure why.
Called it an incomplete pass. Just stop the clock. Probably one more play for Marshall, throwing it down the field.
So they did spike it. So 3rd and 2 with 7.3 seconds to go in this one. Most likely the last play of the game, maybe 2 if this was a quick incompletion. So shotgun formation, trips receivers to the near side. Back to pass is Ward, and he'll fire to his man. It's caught over the middle by 14. He makes a man miss, and now he's at the Huskies 45, and he's brought down, and that's
it for the game.
Sheetschlaub, and he is tackled, and that's going to do it, Craig. It's going to be a 20-8 victory for New Holstein.
Great game by both teams today. Marshall's defense really made the Huskies' offense work on the run game. Husky defense played strong like they did all year. Really got beat up in that 3rd quarter because they had to play the whole quarter plus the first 3 minutes of the 4th quarter. But great game today by both teams. A lot of fun here out at Fall River.
All the momentum in that 3rd quarter was on Marshall's side, and they were driving with an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th as well. Huskies come up with a big stop. Then they also get an interception late in the 4th quarter as well. So we are going to take a break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, it will be the Anders Auto Parts post-game show. You are watching high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
Relaxation awaits at the Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center in New Holstein. Since 2018, they've been a zen space to decompress. Facials, skin therapy treatments, intuitive energy healing sessions, body waxing, Reiki treatments, yoga and fitness classes, massage therapy, and more. See Brooke and her team today. Visit refineryaestheticsbar.com to learn all the services that they offer and to book an appointment. The Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center.
Hey, I'm Kat, alternative sports junkie and champion sturgeon wrestler. I do a lot of crazy things. So when I apply for a loan, it needs to be easy. That's why I choose Fond du Lac Credit Union.
Apply online with Fond du Lac Credit Union.
You need help?
Dr. Dudley, Dr. Clark, and Dr. City of Optivision Eye Care are experts in cataract surgery, and they have two very important recommendations for you. First, choose the Symphony lens implant for sharp, colorful vision in all three zones, near, far, and in between. Secondly, upgrade to a laser cataract procedure for an even higher level of safety and precision. Schedule your cataract appointment with Dr. Dudley, Dr. City, or Dr. Clark today. Call Optivision at 1-800-20-HAPPY for the best in cataract surgery.
Since 1948, New Holstein Community Chest has been providing support to local individuals, families, and organizations. Charitable organizations they support include the American Red Cross, New Holstein Homestead Auxiliary, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Harbor House, New Hope Center, New Holstein Baseball Softball Association, New Holstein First Responders, New Holstein Historical Society, New Holstein Police Explorers, New Holstein Public Library, New Holstein Wrestling Club, Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul, and Willowdale Auxiliary. New Holstein Community Chest appreciates your continued support of local residents and programs.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Jackson Call Insurance, sharing knowledge and building trust since 1956. That's just not a tagline. That's a standard we use in every customer interaction. I'm Mitch Call. Insurance is nothing more than a piece of paper and a promise. At Jackson Call, we make sure that piece of paper covers your exposures, and the promise is we'll always be there when you need us. At Jackson Call, our solemn oath is simple. At all times, we will provide you with the most comprehensive and competitive product available for you, your family, and your business.
The School District of New Holstein. Student learning is their top priority. They provide strong leadership and innovative curriculum and integrate technology in a climate of mutual respect. In a partnership with the community, they prepare students for the future. Thank you to the entire school community for your continuous support and successful passage of the referendum to renovate the elementary school. They say, "Go Huskies," from the School District of New Holstein.
Welcome back to the Anders Auto Parts post-game show. Stuart Atkinson here, Craig Sesson alongside me. What a joy this one was to watch as New Holstein defeats Marshall Cardinals 20-8, 14-0 at the half. All the momentum in the third quarter was on the Cardinals side as they scored 8 and shut out the Huskies in the third. They were driving the ball in the fourth quarter with a chance to take the lead. Big defensive stop and then a big touchdown by Schnell and a big defensive play as well. Gets us to 20-8. Craig, just a gutty performance by both teams, but especially from the Huskies here this afternoon.
Yeah, Huskies short 7 starters today. Some of those guys played on both sides of the ball. Well-coached game by Coach Rupp to get guys to fill in the right positions, know where they're going. Not too many penalties for lining up wrong, maybe 1 or 2. But the guys that came in, next man up, did a great job. They've been doing it all season. The guys filling in week to week depending on who gets out for safety protocols. And today, team effort. Everybody played well to get the win.
BCI Burke play of the game. Fourth quarter, New Holstein had the ball finally in the second half. It was their first possession of the second half, and it did not come until the fourth quarter. They were up by 6. They needed to eat some clock, and then Schnell broke one for around 35 yards and was able to punch it in and put New Holstein up by 2 scores. That will be our BCI Burke play of the game. And the Marion University player of the game, it's going to go to the senior Volts. A lot of big plays in the backfield, but the biggest play from him with that big interception in the fourth quarter, he was just an outstanding player on both sides of the field. He will be our player of the game.
Yeah, Volts leading the conference in rushing. Today's biggest contribution was a fourth quarter diving interception that really put the game away. Once they got the ball back up 12, they could just run the ball, and eventually they were going to run the clock out. They were up more than 1 score and just conservatively marching down the field running clock. So great job by Volts today.
With New Holstein's victory today, 20-8, they will take on the number 1 seed in Division 4, Watertown Lutheran Prep, next week.
Tall task there. I've only watched one of their games this year, but they're a dominant team. They got some big boys up front, well coached, definitely know what they're doing, know their system. Going to be a big week of prep for Coach Rupp and the team.
And they did beat Watoma last night 42-0. So tough task, but looking forward to that one next week. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. That's going to do it for us, wrapping it up. For Craig Sessing, I'm Stuart Atkinson. I just want to thank everyone for taking time out of your day to watch this wonderful playoff game this afternoon at Fall River, and have a great rest of your evening. This has been a presentation of high school playoff football on Radio Plus Info on YouTube.
What's the problem? I can't decide which kind of cactus spread I want.
Take them all.
Take them all. I hate it when he's right.
Pizza Ranch. There's so much to love.
Relaxation awaits at the Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center in New Holstein. Since 2018, they've been a zen space to decompress. Facials, skin therapy treatments, intuitive energy healing sessions, body waxing, Reiki treatments, yoga and fitness classes, massage therapy, and more. See Brooke and her team today. Visit refineryaestheticsbar.com to learn all the services that they offer and to book an appointment. The Refinery Aesthetics Bar and Wellness Center.
All these people, and not a nacho fry in sight. If Taco Bell won't keep nacho fries on the menu, we win. Let's go get that cheese.
The Mexican spices, they changed you.
What? You scared of a little flavor?
Nacho fries are back. It's over.
Oh. We just getting started.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
At Marian University, we give 100%. It's who we are. From providing an encouraging word to going the extra mile, it's what we do. Marian University's faculty work by your side, providing support beyond office hours. Mentors guide and inspire a giving spirit. Because right now and every day, we work for our tomorrow. Be successful, give, and get 100% at Marian University. Apply today.
Winnebago, Winnebago.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.